Bang bang badang ding dang diggy diggy digging bang badang ding ding cool. Bang badang ding dang diggy diggy digging bang badang ding ding ah. Yes, black to black, 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 black to black. Look, there's no need to worry and no need to fret. If you think we was finished, we ain't done yet. This is the platform where you can get informative topic with real intellect. Plain talk, good manners, raise the antennas. Andre and Karen, that's host the vibe. Facebook, Spotify and Instagram. You could also catch me on the YouTube live with positive content back to back. I'm inviting all people to black. Yes, Lobby and Power is black to black, and everybody invited. So share it and like it. But we all are united and black to black. Yes, Lobby and Power is black to black, and everybody invited. So share it and like it. Cause we all are united and black to black. Yes. This is your mortal immortal, inviting each and everyone to log on to all streaming platforms to black with your hosts Andre and Karen. So subscribe, share, like and comment, and come along. Let me enjoy the vibes. Diggy diggy, diggy diggy diggy, daga daga.
Greetings,
Black to black. Blessed night, Ollie. We back again. Where we black again?
We black again.
We black again, Ollie. Right?
Yeah, man.
Watching me tonight is Kwame Ture when you is built African tough on me.
Yeah.
And I feel like this really represent your jersey because Kwame Ture was one of them people that true built African tough. So they were going on our vibes, everything cool.
Yes.
How the week went.
Yes.
You know.
This week was a nice week. I went on this week, boy. This week was just a nice week. You know, I had a busy week. Well, we any good news?
We are alive first things.
We are alive, yeah.
We give thanks for life.
Yeah.
You know, so much are wrong. So much people are wrong. You know, so much people are wrong as either passing or people we know have people that passing. So first thing I want to do is give thanks for life. You know, I see my team lose again today.
Oh God, but yeah.
Yeah. And we just lose real garbage we play, boy. Real garbage. But you know, let's go. Right?
Mortal in the chat.
Yeah, Mortal on here already. Blessings, King.
Mortal in the chat. Ooh, let me send that out. I ain't send it out to me.
Right. But I tell we someone, you know, what was the good vibes for all you? Right.
Brothers room 27.
So you know, we just go sometimes. Today's topic is one that I know for sure we have to revisit again. The next time we revisit this topic, I would ideally like we to have an elder or two.
For sure.
You know?
For sure.
The idea of you know, sharing experiences now. Because one of the things I just see, and we've had this discussion inside of here numerous times. Some of the things our parents did to ensure that we have food, clothes, school books, could travel every day, or you know, wherever we move our transport. You know, we might not have luxuries, but we had basics.
Yeah.
Now, as parents, we are people looking up to we the same way now. We realizing just how tough, just how challenging that could be. So now we look back to we parents' time and realize, you know, them we ain't special because them do the same thing for we now. You know, but I remember telling you that I wish my parents was a little more open.
Yeah.
At that time.
Yeah.
about the struggles that they went through in providing for us. I really, really wish they were a little more open about that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I have one. My mother and father had 5 to see about.
Mm-hmm.
5 at a time going to school. Yes. So it had a point in time, 5 of we was going to school.
Mm-hmm.
Like 5 set of books with one working parent.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to say working all day because now we understand that while some of the men in our parents' generation and the generation right before them, some of them try to make it look like a housewife is not a full-time job.
Mm-hmm.
We know better than that today.
Yeah.
You understand? We ain't talking about you have a wife and no children. We're talking about you have a wife with children in a house. That's a job.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because the house don't get clean by itself.
Not at all.
we play down them things, try to make it some kind of way. Like, but when you become a bachelor, like my first experience living outside of my mother and them house was as a bachelor.
Yeah.
Like shit, every day I had to sweep.
Every day.
Nah. Are you serious? Even up to this day, this course and that, yo. Every day I had to sweep, sir?
Yes, every day.
And
every day.
Then imagine you have 5 children running around, so that is 5 set of people that making mess and all kind of thing. 5 different set of people that want your attention and your affection. 5 different set of people that need stuff.
Yep.
Like, yo, what is all you do to make that happen, boy? You know, and I think, and again from the discussions we had with several people inside of here, that is something that we need to work on to better explain to our children what it is we have to do to make sure that they have what they have, that the things that they take for granted.
Somebody make a statement to me last week, which is where the topic come from, right? That the reason why sometimes we might say to them, say to our children, this going on in the world, that going on in the world, right? And they may not be able to accept it is because it's not the reality, right?
Right.
Especially like my children, for instance. So,
Akila Davidson, big up, blessed night.
Hey, Akila, good night. Yeah, he was saying that it's important that we understand that even though we're trying to, all right, like we were explaining to them, don't put your hand in the fire hot. They never touch fire, so they don't know. Right? So even though we saying, because we know based on we experiences that fire hot. Right?
So boy, that is a whole other thing there
that the hardest part of parenting for me, right? Yeah. And he was saying that, he feel like sometimes when we say to them, like, you ain't eating your food, you're wasting your food, and it have children outside there who ain't have one meal. As much as we could try to explain that to them, that is not the reality because them getting 3 square plus snack. You know what I mean? But the reason why I say this topic is important is because I remember I was also having another conversation that kind of just make me say, boy, let me do the topic and done, right? With Fuluke, where he was saying to me, we were talking about our parents and our children and what we experience with them and what we're trying to do with ours. And he was saying that the thing with his father he was experiencing is that he saw his father one way until his uncle explained to him his father origins story, right? So he have a different appreciation after that. He saw his father differently after that. And it's the same for me, right? Because up until my 30 or I turned 30 or 31, I didn't really appreciate my father in terms of the individual and what make him how he is or how he was. His experiences that make him how he was, right? And that's why I say I don't want to use the terminology experience just based on don't touch the fire, right? But the experiences in terms of what you went through when you went to school, what I went through when I went to school. You understand? How I used to study, how them, you know what I mean? Them little things, not them kind of experiences. So that your children now have a better appreciation for why you might be so serious sometimes. You understand? And why you will be pushing them to do things different to how you did it. You understand what I'm saying? So he was saying that one of the things that he does now with his daughter is he's trying to tell her, like, when things happen, explain to her why it happened and things. So she have a better grasp, you know. And because of that, he finds she real mature for her age now, right? Because a lot of times too, we just baby we children and keep things from them, and because it's a child, you know. But in there, sometimes it's like the problem. Like if it is you not exposing your child to some of the realities that you're going through, she might be thinking, not your daughter, right? But the child might be thinking, nah, everything cool, daddy good. But your daughter is an empath. Yeah, and you can't hide nothing from she. You can't hide nothing from that child.
That part about
the building again, man. Biggs, what going on?
That part about Blessings, Akila Davidson. That part about keeping things from the children is a thin line for me as a parent. Because I firmly believe in children being children. Right? Yes, they're exposed to things outside. I can't do nothing about that because first things first, there are so many things they'll be exposed to I wouldn't even know.
Sure.
But home, you mustn't be exposed to certain things. But at the same time, realizing that some of the things that you don't want to talk to share about or your child about in general, they already understand it, right? And as I say, my daughter is an empath. From the time I get a certain way, she just woke up and, Daddy, all right? What happened? Like nothing, no, Daddy, tell me. Tell me. And she started to get like
frustrated. Yeah.
So sometimes, honestly, I might have to make up something. More and more now, I'm starting to talk to she a little more about, you know, life and everything.
Right.
And then I look at it, we go back to the original topic now, like, do you think our lives would have been different had our parents shared, or not matter of fact, let me go so far. Do you think we'd have had a better appreciation for what our parents did from a younger age? Because we know now, but from a younger age, knowing some of the sacrifices that they made. I think yes. I definitely.
Well, that's why I say, boy, tell me. Yeah. I'm back in the game.
They say last week, Saturday was a ball and host. Today,
Yeah. You know, as long as I play back a long time, man, I'm a loctician very bad. You can't even tell. But based on what you now say there, right? The reality is that I believe that is the case. You know what I mean? Because only when my mother explained to me what my father had been through as a child, did I appreciate his inability to do certain things. Right? And when I say inability, my father don't know what love means. To show it.
I don't feel he don't know what love means. I feel he, because I experiences it based on what you tell me.
Yeah.
He didn't know how to express it.
Yes, correct. And acknowledge it neither.
Right.
Yeah. You understand? So when I, as a child growing up, you sitting down at your father's foot, you're looking for certain, you know, you're looking for certain responses from them. You know, proud of you, good job, you do real good in tests, I'm happy for you, happy birthday, Merry Christmas. Them things was non-existent. I couldn't even call him I couldn't even call him daddy. You understand? So them little things is what make me appreciate the individual now. So after I learned that now, I start approaching him with a different behavior. Right? Meaning that I wouldn't come to him aggressively. Because if I come to him aggressively, I'm going to get back aggression. Naturally, because that is what he knows. You understand? So I was the communicative one. I was the one who used to talk to him plenty. All the rest of them is whatever. But I used to be the one me and my sister. Well, she's a girl. So naturally she get to call him daddy, baby girl, eyeball kind of thing, right? But with me, it was different because I was the boy as his second to last child. Well, I hope. he was a cocksmith, right? But it reached a place where it was frustrating to me now because it come like I bang in my head on a wall my whole life, looking for something from a man who don't know how to give it.
Boy, yeah.
You understand? And it started to frustrate me now because now I have children. And I trying to do the reverse, the opposite of that. I trying to show my children love. I trying to show them affection, hug them, kiss them, talk to them, reason with them. Because I didn't have that now. Now my father was wrong, you know.
Yeah.
He always did.
That I make clear, yeah.
Right? But it's not like
day and day is two different things.
There and day is two different things.
Yeah.
DEY, right? So he was always up, he was present. But to say I could have no conversation, like I didn't feel like I could have no conversations with him. You know what I mean? Because everything was just cut and dry. So you know, there are certain things I want to sit down and talk to my aunt. I'll talk to my mother. You dig? And then when it comes to a man thing, I used to go and talk to the confirmation class teacher, Uncle Gerald. Because he is the man. He teach me a lot of things. You know, you're going through little girl trouble and thing, you go and sit down and talk to him, you're heartbroken. He go talk to you, right? Because he was married, he had 2 children. Well, Gerald is his daughter, right? And he was like, he understood what we was looking for as boys. So a lot of the fellas in the confirmation class and youth group, he used to run youth group too.
Right.
Them days is what's the name of the youth group boy? Oh God, the national youth group. The only safe sex is marital sex. As anything
I remember the song, but I can't. I didn't hate it.
Oh God. Well, you remind me now. What was the name of the youth group? It had a national youth group. It was
very big. Yeah.
Right? He created our youth group based on that.
Okay.
So we used to go on a Friday night. We used to go and sit down and talk. You understand? And bring things to the youth group.
All of that too. Again, I mean, I know we have a topic, eh?
Yeah.
All you know it are real things connected now.
To that, yeah.
Where them things in we communities these days, right?
Yeah, it's another.
I remember begging my mother.
Yeah.
to join youth group, but where it is.
Yeah. What's the problem?
Was the issue now?
Yeah.
Right? You know, because it's
love movement.
6 o'clock.
You see?
Yeah. It's 6 o'clock most of the time that's starting.
Yeah.
And then, you know, you can't tell them stay within an hour or whatever.
Nah, but we group used to go all till 9, 10 o'clock. But Uncle Gerald had a big old car, a Oldsmobile. That was his father's car. Brother, when you see we pack up in that, 13, 15, and we sometimes 20 away in that car, you know.
I had experience like that in that Kingswood.
Yeah.
Right?
And he used to drop home everybody to make sure the parents safe now. Comfortable.
Yeah. I think plenty people who here watching with we now, men especially, could understand that way saying,
Miguel them still around? No, don't do that. He say he daughter is part
yeah, I was in there. Well, he will give you a little info.
Yeah.
That's why we had to be real specific about they're in the household, but they're not there to you. Right? Because I grew up with that same thing too now.
Yeah.
You know, and it make me bitter for a long time. Because I know now that what I wanted was a man's presence in my life.
Yeah.
I wanted to be able to talk to a man
about what you're going through.
And I didn't want to talk to nobody else but it just wasn't happening. I always laugh and tell people when women started coming around me. Me, I carry woman in the house and thing, not to do nothing, you know.
Yeah,
you know, they bring the woman and them home, so they can meet them and we live and thing. And I had this one particular young lady. She buy we regular. When they're looking for me, I buy she.
Right.
She used to cook and bring food and thing. What? Come in, my sister and them here. Man. I want to hear this good, eh? Because this is experience. Man, give me the van to drive. Them time I was 18, 19. I glad.
Yeah.
Give me the van to drive from Sawa to home. We live in down by Jumbo Foods down there. So that big drive for me.
Yeah.
King gone train and we going on the road. He said, right, cut up there, cut up on 3rd Avenue, so you go be on the back street. Drive from 3rd Avenue till 6th Avenue, silence. I thinking he just watching, to see what I'm doing,
Yeah.
So we live in, at that time, and he dead in our 2nd Street when you cross over from 6th Avenue. So it's like 5 houses or 6 houses on either side. We in the second to last house. Reach 7th Avenue corner, so it's just a crossover into we side now. Look, crossover. The man started to talk.
Right.
By the 2nd house, we live in the 5th house.
Yeah.
See that girl, let's come by regular, If you're having sex, make sure you use protection. And jump on the van because I don't reach now.
Yeah.
Jump on the van and more. You understand what I'm saying there? I just laugh. I must ask my mother if she in Vigily to say that I see him doing that on your own.
Right.
Especially in that kind of try to keep it real proper.
Yeah.
But that was the talk.
Right.
You understand? Like the length of 3 houses, Now I know as a full adult is something that's affect me because I never had it.
Yeah.
So I catch myself looking for it in other places and spaces.
Yeah.
I must say that somebody that full that gap that give me somebody to talk and express to was Auntie Annie. Or is Auntie Annie still today. Right? Me and my mother was good up to a certain degree, but there are certain things as a man, I'm not going to talk with my mother.
Nah, definitely.
I tell you,
even now.
I just hear men say that today, like, I cannot have no sex conversation with my mother, yo. I don't want to have sex conversations with my 2 sisters. I tell you, if I had known my sister, them up to this day, them know how to do start to talk about sex. I go I don't want to hear that.
Vapor.
But it's something from a man.
Yeah.
But he didn't have that. He didn't grow up with that.
Yeah.
So he didn't have that via his experiences to give to me.
Right.
But he wasn't even willing to share the experiences that he did have. So now this is when me and you facing this borderline now, like, what is too much of sharing with your children? What is what it is to share?
Yeah.
And when to share it.
Yeah.
Because I tell them, I accept that my daughter is not my friend.
Why?
But I want to be friendly with my daughter. I don't want her barking and tearing. Last night? No, Diwali night.
Oh, uncle.
We talking before she going, she went, oh, Chris. Right? I say, that anything I just do that you don't like. But I saying down, prepping something. All I hear is, well, I know she see that I focus on she know, but that, make me. I say, tell me. She say, I find sometimes you shout at me too much. And sometimes I just need do nothing wrong. And sometimes you don't let me finish talk as be telling you something and you don't let me finish talk. God, that last one especially, I know it's true. Like, all right, daughter. Oh, chef. So we have 2 chefs in the building tonight, boy.
Hey, not me and you and that now, so yeah.
Yeah, we have 2 chefs in the building.
Cookies and we are chef. Not me and that. I don't want to work on that, brother. Because I want my white pork, I got my pork. I don't know spit in my pork, brother.
No, we get doing that. Right? So, again, now, I have never had that question asked to me as a child.
What?
Tell me something that I'm doing.
Trying to handle conversation.
Yeah,
See, Eddie man vex.
Yeah, he had a vex.
Chef, I mean, Miguel, I apologize, brother.
He had a vex, he's a chef. Right?
Cookies.
But I started because, again, my mother, and when I listen to my mother talk about her mother, so I ask myself, I know why. The answer, the question I ask is how grandpa ended up with this woman. But when you see she young pictures, you understand why. Like, yo! All right, Pops. You wasn't thinking with the big head. You understand? Because my grandfather is possibly the most kind, warm human being I ever meet in my life.
Right.
Shout out to Uncle Errol Fabian for giving me the ability today that I could still see a video of my grandfather and hear his voice, hear your voice thing, because that image burned, that image would never leave my head. But to hear his voice, boy, ooh, you know. But and then some of the stories that my mother tell about some of her experiences with her mother, including me being her firstborn. You understand? Your mother telling you, I don't know grandchild. Yeah, right? Grew up with that kind of coolness around here. I must say though, she didn't pass it on.
Right.
One of my fondest memories as a child, even though I don't follow that part, I don't walk that part again, is my mother having us sitting down around her, and she sitting on a bench that board that bill, reading Bible stories to me. Is one
from the yellow book.
Yes. Is one of my fondest memories, King. Right? Let me tell you another real fond memory. Even though he never really steered me. Carnival Tuesday morning, bright and early, we packing up that van. Mommy with a big set of food and 2 big sheets, and we going down by a Memorial Park. And we going and get a part on that tree early with food and water and thing to watch Mass. Carnival Tuesday. That's why me and my mother always back and forth with why Memorial Park is locked. That's how we know Carnival is not ours again, but we ain't going to go in.
Yeah.
Right? Because that's memories that we know we had now, the whole family going down and we going and watch. Right? But her experience, what I want to say for her, my mother, is that her experience didn't turn her into a cold-hearted parent as well. My mother is love. You understand? But the struggles. Karen, I'm going to share one with all you. I was my mother's first child. And my mother had 5 children. And how my mother is raised me is that as a big brother, at certain times in my life, I was big brother to them. Right? So there are certain things I with my mother. I remember rain falling. And I think the gas had done, so we outside on the cold pot cooking up with our rice. And that rice, when time the train fall, I asked my mother, she remember that I'll never forget the look on my mother's face. And I tell them if I didn't believe in hell, that was hell there. That was hell. You cooking on the cold pot because gas done. Rain falling, and your rice that you now cook for. Outside in the dirt. Then fall inside, you can say, I sweep here this morning. You understand? And as a parent now, I understand that feeling even more. But no, we didn't really had the sharing, like your mother telling you, boy, you know, you go hard times this, and this is how we did navigate. Of course, certain things we don't have to navigate anymore. You understand? That total water thing and that kind of thing. But the expression of the sacrifice that you made will make you appreciate. And out of appreciation is love.
Yeah. I see that with my mother too, because when I finish Success and I come out with my art and English and HSB, and she asks me, she say, what you want to do? I say, well, I want to go back to school. Right? Up to that point, I never know how I went back. I went Form 4. I went back in Form 4 because I was still 16 when I finished Success, right? I went back to Form 4. Finished Form 4, Form 5. If anybody who knows St. Augustine Community College know what it costs to go back today, right?
2 years.
For 2 years. 6 terms. Right? I
with
did not know.
And thing.
Yeah, I never know that until I was a big man. How I reached there. You understand? And I watched my mother pay for my brother to go St. Joseph College too. That is my father's son, not she child. You understand? So, as you say just now, you appreciate things
a different kind of way.
No,
does make you have a kind of love too.
Yeah, because King, you see exam, up to now, I still don't know how I pass CXC. Because I was doing POA, Spanish, maths. No, I lie. I was doing POB, Spanish, maths, English, and economics. Them is the 5 subjects I choose. I dropped econ in Form 4. And I was doing 4 subjects. Right? No man, there's 6 subjects I was doing. Accounts as well. Right? And I dropped econ, so I was doing 5. Because I had the art and the English from success. And the HSB. The E in HSB is a pass. I have it on my certificate, is a pass. GCE, anything other than an F is a pass. So I pass HSB. Nice. I don't do well in exam. King, I don't know. But what I'm sure about is I know the sacrifice she was making. And I say, boy, I used to sit down and read my notes out loud. So it could stick.
Yeah.
I never cram. I couldn't cram.
I can't cram myself.
That shit used to make me real. Yeah, that used to make me real uncomfortable. And when she said, carry on, study your work. And I sit down by that dining room table, King, as I started reading.
It's knockout.
Out. And I had to force myself. Exactly.
Miguel will cheer you up.
You understand? Yeah, and I telling myself, boy, I had to do this, boy.
Yeah.
Because of that sacrifice that I know she was making, I had to do it. You understand?
Let me tell you, before we read all them comments, let me tell you how I had understand sacrifice without understanding it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Second day of school in Form 5.
Miguel, I know what you're talking about too, eh? Alright.
I coming in school,
yeah,
and a youth man and him are walking out who know write exam. So he come to pick up his CX results.
Mm-hmm.
And we passing by the cafeteria, we passing one another. So I coming in and going.
Mm-hmm.
And here she telling Nina, oh, so you couldn't give me one pass, boy? All them brands and thing I buy for you to come to school, you couldn't give me one pass, boy? And I feel like if that was being said to me, I swear, that make me, I mean, as I say, academic-wise, I have a natural kind of, inclination towards it. I can't study in the traditional way. Don't tell me study. That will make me lock up.
Mm-hmm.
Give me to read.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna take, right? And yeah, you see like when you say that reading out loud thing, then we can stick, right? But the study where you go and say, right, so 8 o'clock, you go and study till midnight, I can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot do that. Right? Pick up to my sister who could do that real good.
Mm-hmm.
Hearing that woman say that wake up something in me. Right? So Damien say, the other chef in the chat say, children nowadays way too smart, so trying to not explain things to them can't work. Mm-hmm. My son and daughter does hit me some questions, man. I just thought, and I answer them most times respectfully. Chef, yeah, boy. Some of them questions my daughter asking, I tell you, I can't help what you I'm seeing now.
That's why I just have to cut my ass.
Right? I can't help what you see now because someone.
Because you're bright.
I'm like, then I try not to show the surprise in my face.
Mm-hmm.
That he went on to say, an experience is the greatest teacher. So when I tell them about certain experiences, they just be like, wait, sir, it's good because they feel they know everything through technology. Well, chef, I in that face right now. Now, Nadia, my big sister, warned me about that. I just had to say big. I always remember she telling me that time my nephew, he know everything. Every question you ask him, what is that? He telling you what it is. What is this? He telling you what is it. He don't know. He making up a name everything. He mind so quick. He feel he know, so he telling you what he think it is. Proper, right? So I going through that right now. But the child know everything, boy. So that's something I stop. She telling me, stop, I said, I'm going to try my best to let she talk, even though it's like you're wasting a few seconds, but let me let she talk when she want to talk. Mortel say, we have to share with them how to deal with disappointments, validations, and expectations, the high and the lows with the roller coaster rides of human emotion. Mortel, boy, especially you see that disappointment thing, that's very, very true.
Yeah, children now don't know how to deal with disappointment.
Yeah, especially that shit about everybody getting in the middle. Me believe in that crap.
Yeah, that participation,
right?
I not on that.
Christopher say, just this week I was explaining to and showing my boys where I grew up in the galvanized and board house. And next thing too, I real glad. I don't know I don't know. I can't remember when that picture take out because I cannot remember seeing that picture as a child. But the final picture, the shack we used to live in.
You tell it from a
Proper picture.
You tell me, it's not a picture from a
My daughter had to understand that. She went by the space already.
You sure shit?
No, the picture ain't sure she picture yet, but she had to see the picture now to understand.
Yeah.
Right? And I had to find a way to talk to her. That I don't want you in that, and I trying to provide this for you so that you never have to deal with that. But you have a part to play in it too.
Yeah.
Right?
And that's the danger. That's why I always say, and you just always tell me I'm wrong for feeling that way. But because
nah, you're wrong.
Because my 4 children don't know nothing about that. Right? Because their grandparents' house. Now, it have a picture of my mother's house when it was the old house, which was about a Tapia house.
Right.
On the wall. Nobody never tell them who house that is. Right? Which I feel the next time we go down there for Christmas, I'm going to start to show them all them things. Pull the albums and let me start to show them where we come from now. Because,
right, that's a good way to do it.
Yeah, because I still don't
but it can't be no vex with you.
No. For Christmas, just sit down and vibes, you know, we talking and everybody wrong and build a little thing out it now. Because I have my albums here still, you know. My baby pictures and thing, I have them. But I am never sit down with my children and show them things now. You know what I mean? Because I so busy with the hustle and bustle trying to do these things, and I was like, even the wedding video, but I started playing that video the other day and fall up, you know. I telling my wife that she laughing. Chili, when I tell her chili baby brethren, I put the thing to play, right? And we walking coming up the aisle, standing up on top watching she coming up the aisle. And that song, pieces, bro. Pieces. I cannot explain where that come from. You know? But it's them little things that them have to see now. Because I want to sit down there and watch.
But that part, no, you know, you bring up something that hit me out there, right? Your children, as part of the passing on your experiences, had to see you enjoying the mother.
Yeah.
Enjoying even something as simple as putting on the video from the wedding and still watching the mother like, yeah, girl.
Yeah, I get you.
No, them had to see that too, because as I say, we grew up in houses where we didn't see.
Yeah, true.
You understand? I never had that moment. You ever had the moment growing up where, like, oh, they get a room now, okay.
Yeah.
I never had that moment.
I never.
You understand?
Me no know that.
So now how we were healed people in society in certain aspects. When just emotion, just that. I tell you only, I meet too much a woman out there that talk about men and we inadequacies when it comes to expressing emotion and being soft. I telling you, I have met too many women out here who can't even receive it. But the blame is always on us. When you meet two women that can't receive it, but then you're gonna start to be dry same fucking way.
Yeah.
Because you're here now trying to be this, that they have the same trauma we have. But society, there's always highlight the negativity from the men. What about the woman and them that can't receive it because they grew up in the same house I grew up in, our sisters that grew up in.
They say recently I had to deal with Cristiano in an incident in school because we teach our children about space and respecting it. He said the little boy tried to hug him up and then touch him on the back. See, and Chris boss a slap on the back. He's so frightened now because he talked to him about discipline. But I told him in front of everybody it was right. He did not respect you, and this is what could happen. That real. Sorry, I didn't mean to continue.
No, again.
Yeah.
All of that too experience, because I mean, I don't think it was prevalent, but it was happening.
Yeah.
I have no memory of my parents telling me, don't let nobody touch you or no nothing.
Yeah, I don't remember that either.
Every single day I tell my daughter to the point, she said, Daddy, I know all the time. And I say, no, Gil, I have to tell you, I have to make sure you hear it. Every day I tell my daughter that. Be like, but we to a great extent, we didn't have that to deal with.
True.
But because we know what's going on now, based on we experience, now it's something we had to pass to them.
My son watched me at a level of pride and relief he never see before. Yeah.
What I was saying earlier, as parents and elders, And we must equip them with the knowledge of their ethnic past and how to deal with peer pressure, how to choose their peers. Yeah, just today in our group we was having this discussion and the word that was used was naive. Some of our people are very naive as to our situation. No, not just origin, our situation as African people. Why we are where we are. Of course, we have to blame ourselves for certain things. I am not one to say all the blame is outside of us.
Definitely.
Right? But they are very naive as to why we are where we are. And that naivety has them
in a bubble.
Not just a bubble, the pressure that they just put on their own. I'm not doing this with no black people. Because every time I deal with black people, I'm like, yo.
No, you're right. I took a youth man the other day with that. My AC man brother.
Yeah.
The editor. Same thing, he talking and he talking about, yeah boy, and I don't know what's wrong with people boy and thing, and the Indians do this and the Syrians do that, and I had to tell him, I say, yo, in the calmest of tones, I say, my brother, I want you also understand that what we been through, them don't know. Them don't have no comparison to that. So when a man telling you,
nobody else.
Pull up yourself by a bootstrap, right. And a man telling you, what can I say? I know my ancestors and I know this and I know that. I said, brother, I ask him, I say, how far back you know? In terms of your ancestry, how far back you know? Yeah, my grandfather.
Most of us.
I say, and that's the reality for we. We can't go back beyond that because we can't go, you go in some Indian house and them have pictures, white and black pictures.
Of great-grandparents.
Of great-great-great-grand, nanny and nana. That they could point to and say, this is my grandfather and he was living in Punjab, Bombay or wherever.
We just run from all these ancestor things, right?
Yeah, come on.
Right in the grocery or the road day.
Yeah.
We don't need to call the name.
Yeah.
Over the door to go in the back. What is that? What the picture is of? The ancestors, the people and them that start
the business.
Or maybe not start the business.
Yeah.
But the parents the grandparents who understand the importance of the sacrifices them particular grandparents make.
Yeah.
I say, look at that now, boy, and we just want to push that out. All of that is a part of because we don't have an appreciation for nothing. It's hard for we to come here now and just at 40-something years old to start somebody coming to tell you that way doing the keeping your thing, your days we have to do. For most of us, including myself, it's hard to hear and then even harder to try and implement now.
Yeah.
Because we're talking about you reach this age, attain whatever you attain, doing the other thing. And that is a big part of it too.
Yeah, Miguel say, I never had that one thing. Only thing I could remember my father telling me and drilling in me is that whatever you're doing, do it good one time. Because if you don't have,
so you have to call
and do it over. Yeah. You try the first time. Yeah, a lazy man's job is always done twice.
Yeah, that again. So that's what plenty of us as black men, as young black fathers, suffering from things that we didn't learn via experience and not our experience, seeing our parents do it. Yeah. So that's what I was telling you just now is a healthy thing for them training them to see you, them come in the room. Yeah, come. And when them come inside, them see you and your wife rock back watching the video or the wedding. And come and sit down and think the scene you and your wife kissing up every now and again. Or we going somewhere, the scene, all they're going out together. I tell them, I say, real plenty, all they just talk certain black talk. And families not part of it.
Yeah, facts.
You understand? That's why I make it my business, because I know, my father was the breadwinner. I understand today how tired he used to be. By saying to myself, I had to go a little further now. We start back to do a little walk around and thing. But she liked that, right?
You had to find the strength.
But oh, go, you know?
Yeah, you had to find the strength.
But I remember not having Christopher, we don't call them, they die free advertisement, boy.
But the man say he ain't calling no name, I'm telling you, boy.
right?
Yeah.
But I was saying, but look, he put it up there, so he know of it, right?
Yeah.
How much of us have that same kind of reverence for our ancestors in our house?
Yeah.
We call them thing, devil thing.
Yeah.
That's real powers.
Yeah.
But that is not what we want today.
No.
The idea of the time that I'm saying like only like 2 and 3 and 4 and like yo, I have 1 and sometimes I keep up with she.
Mm-hmm.
Like I watching your 2 boys in the yard playing today. I say, you know, this thing that you good for you is at least you imagine he come with that energy and he alone at that age, why? Oh, at least you have a bigger brother. A little older than him with his same energy to keep him busy.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
But we didn't have that growing up, like
Nah.
the experience of some of the things that we living and doing today. We doing it strictly of not wanting to do what we experience.
Yeah.
Okay, well I'm Damian today.
Pops. He said Pops sad, the man now say he ain't calling no names. Yeah. We still ain't calling it. You can type it a million times in the chat, right? We ain't calling it because they ain't getting no sponsorship here.
Yeah, that
But yes, that way saying is correct because I remember it had plenty times I playing cricket outside. King, I cannot remember one day.
you come outside to play.
Not once.
Or even just to spectate.
No, not even to kick a ball. Now I remember he used to do it, man. He used to put me on the front of the bike on the middle here and bring me up in Georgia's here to watch football. You buy a pack of nuts and give me, and I sit down on the bike and I watch any football. But he's up there laughing and talking with the brethren. And I did by myself. You understand? So it wasn't even
a moment.
I have the memory
of
it, but it's not even that. We didn't share anything. You know, so now I just had and that's why I keep saying I tell mine recently yesterday, I said, Dan, what you have to get tied up with it, you know? I said, because I don't know nothing about that. You understand? I don't know nothing about that. You dig? I said, so when you see me, and I asked him, I said, when you come basketball, how much fathers did they see there? How much parents did they see there to start with? Because them children is at-risk children. Most of them living in Ehap. Most of them live in Shafford. Most of them live in Piccadilly. Right? How much of them children you see parents? You could count on one hand. Every week, show us the sunrise who you're going to see. And now I tell him, I say, you know why I just do that? Because I didn't have that.
We know what it feel like.
Yeah, plenty time my father used to drop me in Success. Well, pan starting after school, so he do matter be there. I go in the pan room, I ting. Granted, he come in and pick me up. And when he done, he drop home everybody. As much people could fit in the wagon, he drop home, he dropping them home. Gavin used to live up by the tank and them. Quite up there we going. Now I like it because I'm a brother.
I mean, and going to go out.
To go by.
Yeah.
You know, so we going to drop home and thing. But the reality was to say that
it was just bare minimum.
Yeah.
And the bare minimum was only exactly what you had to do.
Yeah.
I feel, you know, it might be too safe. I said, no, I think, all right, yeah, I think.
No, and it was pan, because he did love pan, and he was living vicariously through me. Right? Because he never got to remember pan was bad man thing back in them time, man. So he didn't get that now. So when I come home and I tell him in form, and I say, well, you know, I went and try out for pan today and thing. Next evening, when I come home from school, is a chrome pan with stand and sticks.
I always listen to that, eh? When you say that now, and it's motivation to us. You see all the little things that stick, boy, there's just you remember, like, yeah. So look, Sean say good night to everyone here. The entire TNT blessings. Much love to the brothers on the panel from Sweden. So all right, brother. Shigalos has a song called Who Am I? Powerful song. Right?
True.
Christopher said I see boys great grandfather. All right, okay, nice.
Cool, my brother. We still calling it.
Right. Mortel say one must be mindful that we are the examples and the role models for our children. So we have to live what we teach the children. Carbon footprints, so we follow. Well, as you say, footprints, Karen. Start the time about you have our inside slippers.
From
the time you come inside, pony slippers. All I had to do is walk barefoot 3 steps. I look back, she now want slippers. I just said they want slippers, but Daddy, you know, want no slippers.
Yeah. Daddy licks. You have to take it. You have to take it.
What's been asked? I said, that now forcing me to make sure all the time I'm putting mine.
Yeah.
Right? Sean, Crystal said, no blessed night. Sean say the song went over many black people heads in TNT when he did it. Interesting topic, my royal bless. Goodness, brother.
Yeah, King.
Say
Miguel say he played table tennis, rep the school and the country, play video games, play all over, rep the country on many occasions, and never saw any family. None, but they took my winnings and prize money.
plenty of weird. Miguel, boy. And I tell the principal this yesterday when I went in the school, right? So apparently the boys, like probably under 10 or something, had football in the Savannah right opposite the school.
Right.
So like she just went across the show she face and then come back. I said, Miss, all you have to tell
Parents
when it had them thing, I say because it have one or two parents who will come out who understand
the
how
value
important it is. You see that?
to show up.
Yeah, you see that?
Mm-hmm.
I said, Miss, I can't tell you what that is do for them, boy. And I talking that as a child, we used to play sports and never had that. Because my parents and them was their only idea of out, which I invested them for, because I always had at the time, was education. So for the best that they could have done for the children not to be in the same place is get them an education. If there's one thing I tell people, I show about twice for the year. I show twice for the year we live real good. You see, summertime to back to school, everybody had the school clothes and the school bag. All the books are sure that in my house. And I sure for Christmas, all them things in pack how I just deal with Christmas today. I don't deal with the religious aspect, that one I'm doing, but the vibe and the energy, and some of the things my parents used to do, I still do today. Right? But the one Miguel said about not having somebody to cheer for you, I know about that.
Yeah.
Right? So, any little thing my daughter want to be in,
They do.
I have to make sure I do. And I'm not just there, but she hearing me and seeing me. Christopher say, that's why I have photos, paintings of my wife and I as founders of our businesses, just to put it up. Yeah, that telling you. They have to see that. There's where daddy start. There's where mommy start. They have to see that.
Yeah.
That helping them to understand part of the journey.
Yeah. Yes, I have a page on Facebook called Canvas TT. They just do that. Take the pictures and put it on a canvas.
Right.
Yeah.
Say, Miguel say it hard because nobody care about any sports besides football, even cricket. So much nobody really care about other sports. And
well, back then
we are so again, my thing to that is, as I say, whatever she interested in, once I can do it, she going to do it. Yeah. Because as I say, even today, you trimming. Now you know your skill. You do a style and all. 2-3 people inside here start a ball. You go feel that kind of way. Like, what, my God, boy? You feel that kind of way. Now imagine a child hearing and seeing the parent on his side balling for them like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a power that plenty of we parents didn't understand at all.
Like me, I buy any basketball. Sometimes my wife will be like, oh God. But my mouth real big. When we done, my voice gone.
Yeah.
Balling at the top of my voice, top of my lungs.
Yeah.
Especially when he score. But I have some videos of that man scoring, but I'll show you the man thing. And I see the feeling is surreal. Even when my son graduated, the big one, King, I did not expect myself to feel them feelings. I sit down there. So tell your name call, I go on and I stand up and I video. Take the video, I am crossing the stage and I go back and I sit down. As I sit down, King.
One set of dust flying in the room.
Yeah, but you know where that dust come out, buddy? I too strong about I took down my head because I know but I see me crying, but it was that. You know what I mean? It was real overwhelming, brother. You know, just to see, you know the effort he put in, you see the time he put in. I tell you, the man sometimes here, I go and sleep. I leave here away making dinner and thing. 3 o'clock in the morning, I hear anything, I get up, I come outside. He sit down in the living room studying, you know. Not playing game, the man is studying, pa. So when I think and I look and I see him cross, I say, boy, yeah, boy. Congrats. On your onions.
That, and again, for me, I just remember my brother Anton graduating from primary school in the church.
Mm.
Same thing, I jump aboard and out. Look how long ago that was. I understand certain things without understanding.
Yeah.
Right? And that feeling also come back watching my sister cross her stage to collect. The only thing I can say, so I call it, I don't know if it was a master's or
She degree.
a degree.
Yeah.
You understand?
I think she do. She PhD now.
Right? Watching she do that,
Mm-hmm.
boy, that feeling, boy.
Mm-hmm.
And that is what it is. So today we have certain knowledge based on certain experience. But I would say this, it's really easy to fall into them same situations that we know we don't want to, that we get from our parents.
Mm-hmm.
It really easy today, boy. Oh God, I'm tired.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, son. I don't know what yours. My mind just hit me Daddy, you tell me that I starting to wonder, because you tell me since last week we're going to play cards, and I didn't even see the cards yet.
That's our next thing. Trust. You ever asked your daughter if she trusts you? A man asked me that in the shop here this week. He said, Karen, he said a big reason why we not reaching each other is the trust. And I say, what? That's it on my chest, boy, like a ton of bricks. Because I saying, I wonder if my children trust me, boy. I can't deny that. I can't doubt that my children trust me. You understand? Because when I tell you, I gonna deliver. You ask me to do something, I deliver. That is trust.
Yeah, but that is on we side.
I know.
Because what them will be wanting you to deliver on.
Yeah.
I am very, very sure, because my child, I hope say he watching.
Yeah.
My child tell me already.
Yeah.
And I feel I seen a Hyman.
My mommy.
Okay. Yeah. And I feel that kind of how knowing why this do for my child.
Yeah.
Say me, but daddy, you only tell me that and you never do it. I say, what do you mean? You tell me thing and then never do it. I'm like, what? But that is from the one time that I say to you are doing something and I wasn't able to do it for whatever reason.
Yeah.
You hear what stick?
Yeah.
I was like,
but that's the thing, and that's like when Will and Jada was having the entanglement, right? And they went to counseling and thing, and they was doing the therapy, and he tell the woman, the therapist, like, I built this house to this woman, I put this woman in a mansion.
and she
said, well, I never wanted that. You understand? So it have things now that I look at, and I say, boy, Karen, you telling yourself you doing this for them.
Yeah.
And half of them, next thing them do even what is.
So now we gotta ask them,
where what? You understand? What you wanna do? What you wanna do?
And you know what my mind going on to that?
What?
Buying Pampers for my daughter. So of course, we not buying no pack of Pampers, we buying box.
Box, yeah.
And remember my daughter playing with them Pampers box more than most of she toys at the time.
Yeah. Sure, I don't play with toys, bro.
I talk about
it's box and bag and bottle and thing.
All kind of thing. I had to, oh my God, run around the apartment, dragging the box. Yeah. And then she like that, the turn. So that's it. Hold on,
yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah. Cause I kill Kitty. I bust mouth.
Right? That's the same thing. Like, I pass and I see a toy and I feel you go like it. I buy the toy. Yeah, the first 2 days, a thing, but then you're looking for the box. And you're asking me for the box. When you could have talk and you're asking me for the box. The box break down at the straight away, you're crying. So that reality, real when it comes in terms of, yes, we giving them things we want. I equated that to, again, to the Jordans for children.
Yeah, plenty of we giving the children things we wanted.
And we giving them things for we to look good too. Because I tell them, you not buying a 9-month-old Jordan booty that costs $800 for the child. You're buying that
child
for you.
The child can't flex with that. What are you doing?
You buying that to say, I buy this for the child.
Yeah.
Breads is the cheapest of the best quality that I can get right now for my child.
Yeah.
Until she reached a certain age, that one or two things I always say. I had no say in how I dressed and thing. We and them fellas, Bambi and them get real Jones this week here. Because I remind them, from the whole of Form 5, I had one jeans. 1 3/4. And them time, it had things we doing together. I started to get a little bit of freedom, especially for things that happen in the day. A mustard color jeans. So it's not to say black so it could hide.
Yeah.
A mustard color jeans, 3/4 with 2 big double O mark here and it mark Mustang on it. The amount that talk I want to until they can't take talks. The amount of talk I get, I tell them I say 2 things. The poverty at which I grew up with did not allow me to be thin-skinned.
Yeah.
Right? I never felt poor at the time. My parents, especially my mother who would be talking to us, never tell us we poor. And the people as neighbors around us
never treat
we like we poor. We buy everybody. The people that lend, people come in the house, we in the house same way. Them coming by we. Them coming inside by we. My mother was the advisor. When all them young kids on the hill started to have children, my mother come in to plenty time. My son.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Them coming by we to get water. Because we had water problems up the hill. We had 1 or 2 little small storage things and things. Them coming to get water, who had to the water? That's one thing I never get over. I never get over that. I taught in water and them can get water out of them. Them are sons bigger than me. How them getting water and them, right? But we never feel that now. So I never had that thin skin. And plus I could get the same way you gave me that talk, I could get it back same way. You understand?
One time.
But at the same time, I also never felt like my friends at the time was trying to belittle me. We was getting kicks. I gave them back kick talk too. Right? That was part of the experience that also shaped me when I come out today. And we come out in the world. Certain things you can't. Like right now, all my African pride in me, a white man can't tell me nothing to shake me. 15 years ago?
Yeah, bad.
I'm in trouble.
Your face,
yeah. Today. But that has come from the experience now.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's the same thing that I would really like to be able to be as a parent. That some of the experiences that I have recalled from my childhood, some of my experiences now are able to share with my daughter in such a way that she actually understands what I'm trying to tell her, what I'm trying to share with her. So that, yes, it has certain experiences as mothers say, I have to do. You have to experience it, I can't do nothing about that.
Yeah.
But the things that I could save you from
I will do my best.
Conversations with you, I will do my best. Sean said, I walked away from a well-paying job in England back in 2009 and went back to Sweden because the job wanted me to sacrifice my kids who were young at the time, school graduation. They had promised that I would be given time off for my kids' grad. When the company backtracked on the promise, I told them, hasta la vista, support of one student is the highest satisfaction.
Yeah.
That real serious thing.
Yeah.
I remember my grandfather come in success twice. Form 3, when success was celebrating 20 years, they had an art competition. He helped me with it. I mean, Lois Lovelace, great artist.
Come on.
And it get hung up in the hall.
Wow.
When I tell him, he come in school for that. Right? And for graduation.
I have no memory of that.
Right?
Yeah.
For grad, he come in success. And I was always every time I told this, I say, I'd ask Tanya if she remember that. Because he way to the mural.
By the bathroom.
So you pass the hall. And then by the mural. Now can't remember where the hall was name. And it's Tanya and 2 other girls as well. Remember Tanya coming with him. Right? Who was cooking recently now?
Yeah,
Tanya. Right?
Mirage.
I remember him being there on my mother and Father's Day.
Yeah.
Right? But I remember
him.
Grandpa coming as somebody who in coming in school regularly, you know nothing about living with him at the time.
Mm-hmm.
I remember Grandpa coming in school. I remember rushing my parents out of school when everything done. Because we were live, yeah, singing thing, right? I remember him being there.
Yeah.
So we just remember. And it had too much memories from my childhood that I would have loved to be able to insert my parents. So, as much as my daughter would want me to be there, I want to be there. Because well, based on the fact that there's only I alone that's being in school with she, that's certain things that she have. So, like, and then a standard one, no, Christmas, first in standard one, teacher class party. So we did with the parents and them before the day before the party. So one of them was like, what time you coming, Andre, so we could organize? Here, my fast daughter now. Daddy, you coming? What you coming for? Yeah, sorry. I said, nah, I have to come and help and think, nah, but how about that parents said? I said, so why you don't want me there again? But I do all the time. You understand? I want you to always have that memory that while I here, I there. Because we know today, from you and me alone conversing, we don't forget. We don't forget the good and we don't forget the bad. You understand? So people, again, this is a conversation that has happened a few times in here. You know, because, you know, most of the clientele around we age, a little older, a little younger. And, you know, they would talk that now, they would talk about some of their experiences. You know, and some people are very open, which we always appreciate. We don't forget. Just look at your own life and the things that you don't forget and the things that you wish you had with your parents, and we try and institute some of them in your children's life.
Yeah, that's the plan.
I say, I know, you know, it's the next thing I'm going to do with you. The next weekend shoot me.
Well,
I looking to go down Botanical Gardens with you, you know. A blanket,
picnic,
something to eat, a picnic, and a ball. Picnic, yo. I sit down here, eat, enjoy some fresh breeze. Yeah, that's the next thing I'm going to do. Right? The little things you just remember. How we know that is true? Because we remember the little things.
True.
And we also realize that the things that we parents probably classified as little was big to us. So, with that said earlier, it have no way for us to escape the fact that family is everything. That we do more with children, that we talk to them more, that we listen to them more.
Yeah.
Right? I'm not talking that to my own self and all. More life and good health.
Yes. Next week we will have we have some tracks to bus.
Yeah, boy. John Mortel is getting ready for his new
album.
EP.
Yeah. Mortel
Chapter 2.
By Anton.
Mortel, can they get some tracks from Mortel Chapter 1 on YouTube? Yeah, and Mortel say all tracks was produced by Anton. All.
The dub poet,
The dub poet Anton.
He was here tonight.
All.
Yeah.
Right? Mortel tell me that before we go further. The tracks from Mortel, right? They could be found on YouTube.
Yeah, I think he said he putting them up, all of them up on YouTube this weekend. Where's that one up Miguel talking about it?
Yeah, Miguel tried to cause a piece of bacchanal earlier on, boy.
Yeah, POB.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, we know what you're talking about, brother. Yeah. I remember very well.
We can't talk that.
No. That's his problems.
Yeah. Understand? All I would say is that I had really loved that topic, and because of me, Miguel and Ashmead love the topic too. Understand?
What will you even them with today? Any quotes?
I was trying to put a whole set, but oh Lord, is to find it.
You message it to yourself?
Yeah. But it's to find. It's not gonna be the next one, boys. Yeah.
Take your time. The nose. Oh! Yeah, I forget about my phone on silent, boy. I forget about my wife there. He said it was on the phone. I'm making apple compote tonight, fellas. All right, Sean. Big up yourself. You're going to tell me how it go wrong next week.
I can't find it, so I'll go and get one.
Yeah, we're just waiting for the code there. Boss a little coat and leave all with some coats tonight.
I put a whole set in a boy.
Mm.
Just to find it back, boy.
Mommy, what going on with you, boy? I know is that last time was mushrooms. Yeah. But I say I'll be posting them up on Monday, chapter 1.
Right, that's why.
So that is not, but this one is not chapter 2?
Yeah, so you gave me chapter 1 first.
Oh, okay.
Now let me take you to our place when they ran.
And chapter 2.
Yeah.
I will look for the video. I had the video. I download it. I will put it on the laptop for next week to unbox it during the
Yeah, this one I'll get this one here.
Yeah.
Right? We do not inherit the earth from our ancestors. We borrow it from our children.
Wow.
Everything that, and I always like to reiterate to people, boy, all the quotes and everything. There's nothing wrong with looking at other cultures.
Yeah.
I always tell people, for who don't know, I am absolutely fascinated still up to this day by Japanese culture.
Yeah.
Absolutely
Clean.
fascinated.
Clean.
Right? It was something I was actually looking into before I came into African culture.
Japan,
but for the year, I don't know 2 people personally who messaged me from Japan.
Yeah.
They went Japan for a holiday.
Yeah.
For this year alone, Trinidadians. I was like, what?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Our ancestors, our African ancestors had all the wisdom that we needed.
Yeah.
We don't look nowhere else or nothing. And again, there's nothing wrong with loving and appreciating another culture, but we tend to do it at the expense of ours.
Yeah.
While criticizing ours because we wasn't exposed to it.
Yeah.
Right? So people, more life and good health, be safe out there. That we live in love and that we support one another. We have to always remember that them words is action words.
Correct.
You understand?
Correct.
That we don't take for granted that we send our WhatsApp in the family group.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that we send out, they reach out to one another. It's something I really try to remember to do every now and again.
Yeah.
Reach out, don't just take the family group thing, right? And then we get this thing going because when we watch what's going on in the place today, but we can't continue to live. So something had to change, something had to give.
Yeah.
To the ones that are out there putting all the work, the good works.
Keep it up.
Yeah, keep it up. All the blessings we go link.
Yeah. They call it, I don't know, their skin there.
Welcome to 6'6" Solutions, where my imagination and creativity combine to bring your brand to life. From logos and social media graphics to eye-catching print materials, I transform your ideas into visual experiences that truly connect. As a dedicated designer, I focus on capturing your brand's unique identity with designs that blend beauty and purpose. Let's work together to make your business stand out. 6'6" Solutions, where my imagination meets your vision.